It is impossible to convey the life sensation of any given epoch of one's existence, that which makes its truth, its meaning, its subtle and penetrating essence. It is impossible. We live as we dream, alone. That's a quote from Heart of Darkness that Sunday sent me a while ago. And first thought that I had was, wow, that's really depressing. And then second thought was, maybe that's true. And then third thought was, maybe that's not true. So the question that I have today is, how much can we understand or know other people? Now, I think that it is true that we can't possibly completely know another person. Absolutely. But I don't think that that means we can't know the essence of another person, or perhaps what makes them specifically them. I think that we know people in degrees. What I know for certain is that I can't get inside of someone else's head and get out of my own head. And I really wish that I could. I want to know someone else's mind, and I can't. And I guess that has to be for the better, but I don't feel like it is. So, okay, so if we know other people in degrees, I think that there are a few categories where we can see that there are different kinds of degrees. Like with the friends that you have, I think your friends understand you and can get to know you in a certain way. And of course, there are varying degrees that they get to know you. And people generally just describe this in how close of a friend you are to someone. Now, you also have your family, who understands you in a way that your friends normally, or maybe can't at all, possibly understand. Like, your family sees you every day and knows you. They know what you do. They know how you act. They know they know the kind of things that you like and dislike. A lot of the same things that friends know. But they see your day-to-day living and how you live on a daily basis. And they understand you in that way. And then, interestingly, there is the third group, which I think you could call the combination of the first two, with of course some other elements to it, and that's marriage. And I think that marriage is probably, I'm speaking from complete ignorance here, but I think that marriage is or ought to be the level at which people most or are closest to understanding one another. Now, still, there is a separateness to them, but marriage is the closest that two people can really possibly get to understanding the epoch or essence of another person. So I heard this lecture once, and this guy was talking about what he thought part of what heaven was going to be like. And he said, we will be married to everyone. And at first I was like, whoa, I don't think I'm comfortable with that. And then he explained what he meant. And what he meant was that the kind of understanding and closeness and oneness that exist within a marriage will exist within all the everyone, and that people will be unified in a complete way. And I think that makes sense. I'm not sure if I completely agree with it, but I think that's an interesting idea. So wait, what was my question again? My question was, how much can we understand people? I can't quantify it. It is unquantifiable, I think, or too complicated for me to quantify it. I don't even know what unit of measurement I would use. But I think that we understand people in degrees, and I think that it's too flat out and dismissive and foolish to say that we just can't understand other people and we're ultimately all alone in the world. I don't think it really works that way. I think that we get closer and are further away or closer to different people, and that's just the way it is. And I really wish I could read other people's minds, or certain people's minds. I don't think I really think of other people in general that way. But I can't. I don't think I would if I wanted to. Not literally, just figuratively. You get the idea. I'm gonna go eat some Sour Patch Kids.